Where did he go? Where did I go? Where was I the last, how long has it been? 2 weeks? 2.5 weeks? It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, and I apologize. I know everyone's wondering, where'd he go? Did he quit? Does he have so much business he's just drowning, he can't even make videos? No, and no, and no. I'm gonna explain to you what's happened, where I've been, what's been going on right now. Okay, so I was grinding. I was working hard, working on software, working on starting up this marketing thing, working on these YouTube videos. It was going great. And then I had several people reach out to me to work with them to help. One of which was a custom home building, home remodeling business out in North Carolina. And we were going back and forth, talking about marketing and business and different things. And then she was like, all right, send me a proposal. Let's figure out, how can we work together? And I had this crazy idea. I was like, this is genius. I was like, what if I fly out to North Carolina? You pay for my flight, pay for my lodging, pay for my food. I'll completely revamp your marketing system, your website, give you content strategy, all the things, an ad strategy, all that jazz. You just pay for me to get out there and for my food and lodging, and I'll just work for free. And post all of that work, with maintaining ads, things of that nature, we can work on figuring out either a commission structure or something like that. Those details aside, I pitched him on the idea, would he be down to fly me out there? I was like, I'll live with you. Like, I will live in your house and work on this business with you, or you can give me an Airbnb, whatever. In my head, I'm like, this is genius, okay? Number one, I get to build out and flex all of my marketing muscles in a short period of highly concentrated effort and time on this business. And I can document the whole process. It's a great thumbnail to be like, I flew across the United States to help a client. The whole story, it's epic, it's awesome. And so I throw that his way. We've been chatting back and forth quite a bit up to that point. So I was like, he'll probably respond to me, let me know by tomorrow. And I didn't want to, I was like, this is just kind of my Hail Mary. I'm gonna throw this his way and see what happens. And I wasn't like, I'm like, that'll be great. It'll give me a case study. It'll be great for content, all the things. Great idea, super fun. Assuming he was gonna get back to me pretty quickly. And then a week goes by. So in the meantime, I'm like, let me work on some different marketing skills. So I'm not just like twiddling my thumb doing software development alone. I have time. So work on Instagram and growing on Instagram. You probably saw, sparkling water. The last video I made about how Instagram is easy. I was like, I'm just gonna dive into that. And some of my friends want to grow on Instagram as well. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just dial that in. And so I started working on that, started making content, and that was like my main focus the last 2 weeks. While I haven't been posting on here, I've been going crazy on Instagram. I've gained 2,000 followers. I've had over 1 million views. I've had several videos go semi-viral, meaning anywhere from like 70 to like 500,000 views, in that range. And starting to build a little bit of an audience on Instagram, which is cool. But that was just like a side quest for me to kind of flex my, I know what I'm doing on Instagram muscles, and I can use those skills to help any other business that I work with and help. And I understand, I think Instagram is like one of the best places to market a lot of businesses, because of the nature of the platform. And I have several like ad strategies and client generation strategies with Instagram in mind. that I have a buddy who runs a certain playbook that I understand how it works and can do. So that's what I've been focusing on, is like flexing my Instagram muscle. So YouTube, super neglected, but because I was like, I'm waiting for this guy to get back to me, not really focused on anything else. If he says yes, then like you guys are gonna be stoked. I'm gonna be stoked. But here we are, a little more than 2 weeks later. We've gone back and forth a little bit, but he hasn't given me a clear answer, which is concerning. But he's a great guy. I'm assuming he just got super busy. So it was like a week, didn't really hear anything. And then I went on vacation. We've had this family vacation on my dad's side of the family planned for like over a year. And so I went to Mexico to Cozumel, swam with whale sharks, which was really cool. Went snorkeling. It was great. And then I came back and yeah, so like growing on Instagram, all that stuff, I just like did, you know, kind of here and there, kind of part-time. But I feel pretty dialed on how to use Instagram and leverage it for growth. I've been coaching my mom and sister a little bit. My mom had her first video get a ton of views and a lot of engagement like a few days ago. And so, yeah, so that's kind of cool. My pastor reached out to me and asked me about creating an Instagram and what that might look like. And so kind of funny, you know, I put a little bit of work in Instagram and all of a sudden everyone and their mother wants me to help them, including my mother, which is great. So like, if I really wanted to, I suppose I could just dive into this Instagram thing and become an Instagram, you know, coach, which is cool. It's a cool idea. But I come back to, again, what do I really want? Me and my friends, we did doing some goal setting right now. It's July 2nd. Yesterday they did goal setting. I missed that session because I was getting dinner with a guy I discipled for a few years. But we going through, okay, and what are our 1 year directions? What are our quarterly plan? What are like our 3 goals for the quarter? Maybe like some passive / sub goals, things that are low effort, low focus, but you might hit these because of the nature of the habits you already have. And, you know, I just come back to, I want to run a company where I can have employees and make a difference in someone's life, provide an income, not just for myself, but for someone else. I think having employees is an incredible spot so far as having leverage for growing a business. I want to give away more money, a higher percentage of my income. My end goal ultimately is to be a reverse tither, so giving away 90, living off 10%. That's kind of the pipe dream at the moment. We're working towards it. And so I'm like, man, I know that these are the things that I want. I believe marketing is the vessel for that. Yes, I still have the software development jobs that I've got going on. And I'm moving and grooving with those things. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Is I'll probably make, you know, one or two more attempts to reach out to that guy about flying out there. And if it's a no, then it's a no. And maybe I'll start looking for someone locally. I think my goal for this quarter, one of my goals for this quarter is to run and complete a full marketing revamp for a company. To have a full case study on what I did, how it worked, what the results were, doing it super thoroughly. So ultimately I have something that, number one, gives me confidence on the work that I can do. Number two, is something I can use for lead generation, getting more clients, things of that nature. Having a case study and yeah, so that's like my big goal for business this quarter. And maybe 90 days is way more than I need to do that, but that's what I'm aiming for as I still have other work going on. I think ideal world for me is to help a business that maybe has stuff established, but ultimately needs them revamped. probably a business that's in the like $1 to $5 million a year range, because I can go in, I have the technical background and capabilities to redo the website and understand content strategy and organizing, just all the complexity that comes with lead acquisition between multiple funnels, content strategy on YouTube and Instagram, combining the two of those with the website to have a really comprehensive marketing ecosystem. And yeah, so that's where I want to work on. I think that's kind of the focus. I do really like the idea of doing like a 2-week marketing sprint for businesses to help them get the rocket into orbit, to get launched off the ground, and then establishing over time a team that can really help maximize the campaigns moving forward. So once the website is dialed and once the content systems are set up, then it's a matter of managing ads and lead generation and things of that nature. So having a team that helps with that while I get to go into businesses and use my taste and discernment and technical abilities to build out their marketing ecosystem from scratch or revamping it. So that is where I'm at. Hopefully my plan is clear moving forward. If you guys who are watching this have a business that meets kind of that criteria, or you know one that you could recommend to me, let me know. If you would like social media coaching, let me know. Because I do enjoy it, just like hop on a phone call, evaluating your content, what's working, what's not. It's worked for my mom and helping her with some of her content, so I think I can do it for others as well. So yeah, I think that's all for now. Hopefully these updates make sense. I'm not gone. I think I'll probably name this day 20 or day 21, whichever one it is, so that way we can maintain the order, even though it's technically like day 40 or something like that. I just haven't had a lot to update, and so there wasn't like a big reason for me to make a video. And now that I'm finally home from vacation, I've wrapped up a lot of the stuff that I was behind on with my software development projects. It's given me, and we've kind of done our quarterly goals, our annual goals. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm back in the saddle, ready to go. And I would love to hear what you guys think about kind of my overall plan, the direction that I'm headed, and any recommendations you have. And I know that this whole video series communicated before. It's really just a documentation of my journey from being a freelance software developer to starting and running the marketing business. And that's, while I listen to and digest a lot of Alex Hormozi's content, I haven't been like super strict on like, this is what I'm following with Alex Hormozi's advice today. And so do you guys think I should rename the series moving forward? What do you think? And I know the series is like getting to 10K MRR. It's not too low of a goal. Maybe I'll just wait until I hit it and then move on to the next thing. But anyways, I'm just blabbering on at this point. Thank you for following along. I have 600 subscribers now, which is great. And stoked to keep bringing you guys along with me. Sorry for the hiatus. I know, I'm gonna hear it. I'm the worst, but I haven't abandoned you. I'm still here and excited to keep moving along. Peace.